Can't believe Emma is actually driving a buggy on her own. Look at this. And pulling Dad to boot. What up, y'all? Welcome to the new shop. We got the buggies in here. We have a handful of other buggies in here, getting some other stuff done as well. This one, we put new axles in, diff service. We're gonna do some lighting for the whips and rock lights and light bar and that kind of stuff. We got Tall Tim's back there. He has a whole new WCI cage on it, and he went with some fancy stuff. So it doesn't look like much right now because it's all tore apart. Sorry, Tim, I ain't been working on it, but fresh new WCI cage with, if I can get it in there, there it is, with the wing roof, of course. Rocking the best door stickers there are. See, he went with a full glass vented windshield, which is, it's all up here, but he also got some Sector 7 lighted mirrors, and then he also got a rigid light bar. It's gonna be gorgeous when it's all done. Just gotta have some time to do it, you know, as we all have. Look, Emma's here too. So I am super sick of not riding my YXZ. I'm always defaulting to the Razor. I'm all dirty. The farm was calling me today. I had been out in the, well, actually, Emma even helped me out too. We were out in the field trying to get the old big orange tractor going.
We finally got it going, but then it crashed again.
Yeah, so wasted half a day on that. But we're gonna put this turbo. Let's show you some of these turbos that we're dealing with. Again, we had that fancy, beautiful compound turbo kit in here, and what happened is the small side, the small side of that turbo grenaded itself, and my car has always ran hard. You know, 2021 tour, it was fantastic. 2022 tried to go crazy and just problem after problem after problem, tuning, everything else. And I'm like, you know what? I just want to drive the car again. So this is what we have.
So we got a new
what is it?
turbo?
Oh my gosh. Little Reckless doesn't even know turbo. Anyhow, so we were going to put this big single on there, which is a very big single. But it's so big that it doesn't want to fit in the frame. So we downsized, got the scroll right, and this one should fit in there just fine. It is slightly larger than what we used to run, but not by much. It is dual ball bearing, but not water cooled. So we'll see how long it lasts. I don't know. The only other thing I could do would be to put a billet wheel in there. And either way, we got it powder coated too. Super fancy. And
I'm wearing my Reckless Ranch shirt.
That's right. And yeah, so we're going to slap it in there, and hopefully by this Sunday, we're going to be out riding.
Yeah!
I don't know if you're going to go. I'm going to leave you home. Anyway, stay tuned.
I'm down to one last breath, but I can't stop now. We all fall down sometimes, yeah, but that's just life. So
well, we haven't gotten too far. So I'm going to have to clock the cartridge just a little bit. I like to have these as straight up as possible. The other thing that I'm having an issue with is clearance. So I have a T3 flange here. In the future, if I were to do this again, I would put a V-band here. Put a V-band here and buy a V-band turbo, and then that way you're not locked into one way or the other way. You can rotate it every which way you want. Lessons learned as time has gone on, and it may change, it may end up happening just because once I finally get this compressor housing on here, that's going to be pretty tight. Even if I get it to clear here, right? So even if I get this all to squeak in here, I'm still going to have an intake hose over here that's going to need to come either out with a filter or something or the other. It just ends up creating a pretty tight workspace that you're going to have to take that turbo off to get to even to the spark plugs, which I'm not a fan of. So should I deal with it now? Or should I just put it together so I can drive the dang car? I don't know. Stay tuned. We'll see what happens. We'll see how crazy I get. Emma has a baseball game in about an hour, so I'm gonna have to take a break, and then maybe in that break, I'll think about it, come back with a clear head, and see. I don't know. Anyhow, I do have a T3 flange sitting over there on the shelf to a V-band that I could put the V-band on there and then still use this turbo with the T3 flange that's on there and still have that maneuverability. Might be some welding tonight. Fire up the old welders in here. There's no water in here, and I don't know, unless this guy has a fire extinguisher, I don't know if there's even a fire extinguisher. We need to get some fire. We need to get some safety going on in here. Not very reckless, is it? Anyhow, stay tuned. Well, this doesn't look like I probably got too much more done here, but I have this all bolted in with one other size bolt and nut because, well, we're in the new shop and I can't. Hold on a second. Oh, my Lanta. It's no better, it's worse. Well, it doesn't look like much has updated, but you know what? We did get some stuff. So we have the oil drain line. And I know people always say, you know, you got to have it exactly right. Well, they're not wrong. I've went through this a bunch of times. If you don't have this drain figured out, this thing is going to smoke like a mother and you're going to have all sorts of issues. So I have this old gobbledygook scenario coming down here. And what I'm going to do, this is for the compound setup so I can drain, you know, it goes into this here Y. So I can drain both into the same orifice down there. I'm going to cap this because I'm not certain. I mean, what if I want to someday go back, add another bigger turbo on top of this? So it looks a little janky, but hey, this is reckless, right? If it goes fast, who cares about janky? That's what I say. So anyhow, we got that done. We got these tightened down. We need to finish tighten these bolts so we can clock the cartridge in here. This is all bolted on, this V-band. This is 3-inch versus 2.5 of what we used to have in this. Although I have this zoomed at half right now, or like out half. This is a small space. It looks big. Looks like we got lots of room here. But let me go to like normal size. There you go. There we go. There it is. Not much space left. So that's going to be an interesting thing. You know, we're looking at something like that. And otherwise, I think this up here is going to clear with the compressor housing. If not, we're either going to, what should I do? Notch the frame or notch the compressor housing? I vote the compressor housing. But that's the plan. So, oh, it's going to be bouncy. I apologize. So the plan is to clock the compressor housing just a bit so that the outlet comes here, lines up square with this and goes whoosh. It's perfect. Intake, as far as the air filter, we will have to come out this way with an elbow and then probably put a filter right in this area here. It will cover up our very fancy and beautiful Packard intake plenum, but you know what? It is what it is. So that's where we're at, moving forward. We got the kids watching Hush Bob over there to make them press pause or mute for a second, but this is another portion of it. So to run the dual or the compound setup turbos, I had a Weller set up here, which works well, I guess. I've never been able to get this to not leak though. So I'm using the one. So I'm using the one. Don't look at the welds over here, okay? I'm using the one on the top of the head up there because this one, I mean, maybe I'm doing something wrong, but I can never get this one to stop leaking. So basically what I'm doing right now is doing a removal of the Weller pressure side turbo installation. I don't know. There's some. Maybe I'll link it or maybe I won't. But either way, this is a little tab you can get from Weller if you're gonna add a turbo. You can get pressurized oil basically from that little tab. I'm laying upside down, so bear with me here. But take these both off, and then you end up putting that back in without this here. And I think this screw just doesn't exist when this isn't. You screw this back into the block, I think. I don't know. I can't remember. It's been too long. Either way, that's coming out, and we're gonna go back with just the top side turbo feed or oil feed off the head up there. Oh boy. All right, hold on. There it is. What do you think? Good buggy?
Buggy.
Buggy? Is it broken or good?
Broken.
Oh, it's broken. Is it fast or slow?
Fast.
That's right, it's fast. Good job. All right. You say see you later?
See you later.
Right. Can you say see you later?
See you later.
All right. We'll see you in a bit. All right, what's up? Things have escalated. We did not go riding today, but there are some upgrades to the YXZ that has happened. I've made some progress. Finally took a day off of my tire work stuff. I still have some more stuff. I need to order a few things, but we are close. So check this out. Got the nitrous bottle hooked up. Well, I should say mounted. We have the proton system mounted there. We will end up plumbing probably the nozzle into that far side over there for the fuel. And the other side, the nice thing about having this regulator is that I can pull fuel from this side, so it'll end up just zipping around and coming over here, or one way or the other, it might come up through there and feed through to the fuel system. But otherwise, and don't look at this filter, it's terrible. I just had that sitting on the shelf and crammed it on there so dust doesn't get inside the deal. But what's gonna end up happening, I need to get a 2.5-inch elbow with a cone filter coming up right here. And I'd like to have it, excuse me, juniper trees around here killing me. I'd like to have it so I can reach through this gap and open that bottle and close it if I want to. So I need to keep that in mind when I'm putting the filter together. But we're making progress. We got the 3-inch exhaust plumbed here. I want to do just a simple little elbow down. Probably call that good. One of the other issues I have right now is that, like I said in the previous part, is that we're not running a wastegate. So I've thought about just tapping into one of these with a bung and running it out. I could do that here and then run it up into this elbow. That gets a little busy. I might run its own pipe on its own just to be able to regulate that a little better. But otherwise, this stuff is all kind of coming together. I don't like this, but I did not have an adapter for this rubber piece. So what's gonna end up happening, I'm gonna have to get I'm gonna probably have to get an adapter, or I can leave it there and leave it ugly looking, but it is what it is. It's not necessarily a show car, it's a go fast car. And yeah, it's coming along. We have, let's see here. We have our little Fast and the Furious button right here, specifically on the left hand. That way you can still be grabbing gears with this hand because it's a true 3-pedal car, none of that sissy SS stuff. I have my arming button up here. So I kind of wanted that out of the way that I couldn't really accidentally hit it. The kids couldn't kick it or something down here. You don't want that going off when you don't want it when unexpectedly. So I put it there. I think that'll be safe enough and out of the way. But yeah, here we go. Super fast. Anyway, making progress. At least we're doing something. Something's moving forward. And I didn't shave the beard yet. I should though, because it's nice and warm out. Maybe. Dalton stopped by. We're still gearing up for King of the Castle, which is coming up here soon. I need to order a fire suit. You know, I've been doing all this crazy stuff and I don't have all that kind of fancy gear. So Need to get some fire-rated gloves and shoes. Hopefully his helmet fits my big old thick skull. If not, it could get a little expensive even for me. So, I just noticed I got dirt all over the place. I'm dirty. Anyway, I'll keep you updated. We'll go from there. Battery's smoked in this. I don't think I'm gonna actually get this to start and run today, but you never know. We'll see what happens. All right, well, I'm dirty and beat up, but this is about where we're gonna make it for the evening and probably for this video. But we're at a point, I think I can start it up. I gotta do one more bolt in the bottom here, and then we're gonna fire this thing. See what it sounds like with this new beefy 3-inch, where is it, right there, 3-inch exhaust system in here. And maybe go for a little rip, see if we can pull some boost off of it. I don't have my AFR hooked up, so it's super dangerous, but hey, this is reckless, so why not? Anyway, we'll see in about 3 seconds. All right, was that 3 minutes? It's the moment of truth. Let's see if this thing fires up. It's a good sound. We have pressure. We also have like no fuel. So if this gets cut short, my bad. Nice. Oh yeah, I don't have any brakes either. Let's back this thing out. Sounds good, that 3-inch. there you have it. Finally some action, right? We've got a handful of videos where we didn't at least have anything going on, but Turbo Z is back together. Clearly we got some tuning to deal with, but hey, new turbo, new starting point. I don't even have the AFR hooked up, so we have no idea what's going on. It's either loading up or being too lean. So one way or the other, we're in the business again. We will see you guys on the next one. It's only up from here, guys. See ya.